All right, guys, before we get started today, I just wanted to let you know that I'm giving away $1.25 million in Grand Theft Auto Online money to help fund some of the new unreleased cars that should be coming out fairly soon in Grand Theft Auto Online. All you have to do is go down in the description. You'll find the giveaway tweet that's going on my Twitter right now. Just retweet and follow. It's pretty simple, and one of you guys is going to walk away $1.25 million richer in Grand Theft Auto Online, hopefully allowing you to fund some of the new content. But with all the way, let's not waste any more time and let's jump straight into today's video, which is all about how much money you're going to need to fund all of the brand new unreleased vehicles. So that's right, up until today, we had no clue what the prices of these new cars were going to be. We could only take our very best guesses as to what they might be, but thanks to a user wildbrick142 on the GTA forum site, we now know the prices of these unreleased cars. Now, I will give you guys a warning, get ready because some of these are pretty expensive. I definitely did not expect them to be this pricey. So let's check it out right now. So the Contender, which of course is the Vapid pickup truck, is $250,000, which is not all that bad at all. The Cliffhanger is $225,000. That's the new motorcycle by Western. Where it gets pricey starts right now. The Ocelot Lynx, one of the sports cars coming in this update, $1.735 million, making it the most expensive sports car ever. Wow, that is insane. I mean, I know it's a really great looking sports car and all, and it's got cool liveries and great customization, which you'll see in this video a little bit just in the background gameplay, but holy moly, $1.735 million, that is nuts. So that is the price of the Ocelot Lynx. You have the MTL Dune, which is the rally truck, and it has two different price variations, $1.3 million and $1.385 million. So I'm guessing that is the difference in the liveries on there. One would cost $1.3 million, the other would cost $1.385. Very similar to how other Pegasus vehicles are done in game. And then last but not least, we have the Drift Tampa, which comes in at basically $1 million, $995,000 right there. So if we do some quick addition and we add up all those prices, our total is $4,505,000 if we select the cheapest Dune livery option. And if we're selecting the more expensive one, which is $85,000 more, our total is $4,590,000 just to buy the vehicles alone. Now, a good portion of that is coming from 3 out of the 5 vehicles, the Lynx, the Dune, the Drift Tampa, whereas the Contender and the Cliffhanger are not that expensive at all. However, that's not the only thing you need to factor in here. We also need to look at some of the customization as well. So because I've had these cars in single player, been able to mod them on my PC, I have a general idea of how much each customization the car has. The Contender has very little customization. The only thing you can change to this car that doesn't involve, like paint or wheels or anything like that is the roof option on the back. The Cliffhanger has 0 customization options. The only thing you can change here is the paint and the wheels. The Lynx, however, has a ton of customization options. Once again, as you'll see in this video, the Lynx is just built to the nines with so many different options like bumpers and spoilers and skirts and all sorts of different things you can do to this car. It's crazy. So even though the Lynx is the most expensive, $1.735 million, it really does have a ton of customization, so that's great. The Dune we know is a Pegasus vehicle, so it has 0 customization, nothing you're going to be able to do to this car other than change the livery. And last but not least, we have the Drift Tampa, which kind of falls in line with the Cliffhanger. It doesn't have any customization you can do to the car other than changing the livery, which is kind of unfortunate because the Drift Tampa is based off an unbelievable real-life car. So it is kind of sad to see that there wasn't more customization built in for the Drift Tampa. But at a minimum, I know you guys are all going to be doing probably armor, brakes, engine, transmission. You're likely going to upgrade the wheels. You're likely going to darken out the windows, drop the suspension, do everything to this car that you possibly can. So there is still going to be a pretty good amount of customization fees that you're going to end up with. So if I had to take a guess, I'm going to say that on average, split between these 5 vehicles, that it's going to cost you maybe $1 million to do all the customization. So if we add $1 million to our original price point for basically $500,000 million, that's going to get us to a total of $5.5 million to about $5.6 million on total for the customization and for the purchase of these vehicles. So that is insane. Nearly $6 to $5 million is what you're going to need for all of these unreleased cars. Now, when you think about it, the average on that is not bad. 5 total vehicles costing you $5 to $6 million. So if you do that math, you're like, okay, it's about $1 million to $1.2 million for each car. That's not bad. However, if you break it down individually, I know a lot of people are going to be concerned with the price of the Lynx, the Dune, and the Drift Tampa. So let's talk about each one of those individually. We'll start with the Dune. I do not think the Dune is that overpriced. That's the rally truck. So the reason I say that the Dune is not overpriced is because of the Brickade. The Brickade was added into the game, and it's $1.1 million. So if the Brickade was going to be $1.1 million, there was no way that I could see the rally truck being any less than that. So that price is, for the most part, on point right there. I've got no problem with the Dune being that price. So again, that's the price of the Dune. However, I do see a problem with the Lynx. The Lynx is really obviously expensive, $1.735 million, which puts it at the same price as many of the supercars in game, if not more. So the Vapid FMJ costs $1.75 million, which is absolutely insane. And if we compare that to some of the other sports cars that have been added into the game, like the Debauchee 770, that's only $695,000, or even the Masacro race car that was added way back in the day is only $385,000. So I'm not sure why this is so overpriced. Again, it just seems like an insane value for the Lynx. I'm not sure what you're paying for here. And then I have seen some people complaining about the price of the Drift Tampa. They're saying $1 million for the Unicorn. You know, that seems a little outrageous, but I know this is a hyped car, and I'm sure Rockstar was well aware about that. So they want to see if they can get as much money for it as they can. And I know a lot of people are going to be asking, how do we know that these are the correct prices? Well, the same way we found out the prices for the X80 Proto, the 770, and the 811 were found in the same file, and they turned out to be true. Also, all the other existing vehicle prices match as well. That's coming directly from WildBrick142, and I'll be sure to leave a link in the description to this article if you want to check it out for yourself as well. So anyways, that's all the information I have for you guys in this video today about the prices of these new unreleased vehicles. The car that I believe is missing from this list is the Sprunk Buffalo S. But because that was a single-player stock car, it's likely that the price is not going to be found and that we have no clue what that's going to be. For most of us, including myself, that vehicle will be free, so I really don't have to worry about that. But I'm guessing based on the price of the other stock cars that were added into online that it's going to be anywhere from maybe $250,000 to $400,000. So that's actually a good idea. If you want to buy this Sprunk Buffalo S, which we do believe is going to be coming with this update, be sure to just add $400,000 roughly, including customization, to the price that we originally set up, which was $5.5 million. So for those of you guys that will have to pay for the Sprunk Buffalo S, your new total is likely going to be somewhere around the lines of $6 million. This also brings up the question, with the Lynx being $1.735 million, is it going to be the best sports car in the game? And if not, is its price tag absolutely worthless? I mean, why would you pay nearly $2 million for a sports car if it isn't going to be one of the best ones in the game? And once again, thanks to WildBrick142, we've got the stats of this new vehicle compared to both the Masacro and the Masacro race car, and you can see that its stats are only slightly better than both versions of that, possessing just a slightly higher top speed, a little bit worse acceleration, slightly better braking, and also slightly better traction. So it looks like the Lynx is going to have better top speed, braking, and traction than both versions of the Masacro, but is going to lack in acceleration. Now, when you think about it, is it worth the over $1 million price difference, though? It seems a little bit too far-fetched to me. Hopefully, Rockstar will make some changes to this vehicle because, man, that just sounds absolutely insane that it would have that much of a price difference and only be such a slight difference better. So once again, let me know what you think in the comment section down below about all the information we talked about today regarding these new vehicles and their prices. I think that's just absolutely insane, but I'd love to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.